Okay, guys, let's make this quick. We've got to talk about the invasion of Spain, or rather that enclave on the tip of North Africa. Yeah. What was all that about? 60,000 people just suddenly decided to rock up at the border point, stream across, go loot the town. 60,000, that's almost over half the population of the actual enclave itself. Of course, these were all mainly young fighting age men, as we come to expect, but 60,000 people just don't turn up at one place. It was organised, wasn't it? There were buses ferrying them to the border crossing. Lorries were seen dropping them off. It was planned. Some of them even just swam around a little border wall to land there and videoed themselves doing it. Most of them were dressed for a day out. They weren't. It didn't look to me as if they were preparing for a long stay or a long trek across Europe or anything like that. They just crossed over in the way that some people go to the seaside for the day. Yeah. They crossed over, and now apparently many of them are streaming back over the border into Morocco. Was it all planned? Yeah. A warning to Spain. Some people think so. There's a channel out there that thinks so. I'll show it you now. He thinks Israel is behind that. And it's quite possible. We know Israel's capable of doing many things. Many things. False flag attacks. The way they send warnings to other countries to toe the line. It won't be the first time that Israel's done something like that. Let's go have a look at this guy's channel. Not this. This is a video I made 8 months ago. It may well have some bearing on it. I'll leave a link to that video in the description. It's only had 29 views, but I talk about Morocco and their relationship with Israel. Yeah, it's quite interesting, but let's get to the video that I'm talking about. Not that one. This one. It's over on John Ward's channel, and he says he puts forward a lot of information as to why he thinks Israel is behind what happened in that Spanish enclave, the invasion of Spain. I wonder how Franco would have dealt with it. I know how General Franco would have dealt with it. They wouldn't have this problem if the Spanish government was more like Franco's old government, would they? No, that Spain's new president is welcoming everybody around the world and their dog to come to Spain. When he was asked about the invasion, he turned around and he said, well, Spain's got a humanitarian duty to look after these people, and Spain welcomes people of all races. Well, 60,000 in one day. Yeah, some welcome. And yeah, what did this guy write? This was written in May 26, 2019. The guy talking, if you check him out on X, you can see he's a rabid Zionist, yeah. But it's an interesting channel to look at if you want to try and get see the way those people think. What did he write then? Let's make a deal. We won't fund NGOs in your country calling you to give away Ceuta and Melilla. Ceuta is the enclave that's been invaded. And you will stop funding NGOs in our country that calls us to give away Judea and Samaria. Yeah? That's like trying to compare apples to oranges. It doesn't work. So that's what John Ward is saying. You're going to really have to watch his full video to get it. He actually then goes on a little bit further and he says this. Not that. Not that. Not that. Pause, Paul. Should have had this ready, really. I'm rushing because I want to do a live stream. Yeah, this is what John Ward thinks. Because Spain formally recognized Palestine. 2, Spain's got an arms embargo against Israel, which all decent countries should do. And 3, Uh, they also believe that, as most of the world does these days, that Israel's carrying out ethnic cleansing in Palestine. Yeah, so it, Israel really does have it in for Spain. But hold on, there's more. Israel is a very kind of symbolic type of country. It plans lots of its attacks on special days for them, and it's quite interesting that this invasion took place on the anniversary of the 534th anniversary of the Alhambra Decree. Good Lord, 534 years ago, yeah, where Spain banished Jews from their country, yeah. And he finds it that a bit of a strange coincidence as well. So that adds a kind of weight to it, a bit of weight to it. Anyhow, I'll leave a link in the description. Go watch the video yourself. I think that's all I've got. You've been listening to Paul Morris, The Green Arrow.